This is Two Nerds and a Joke with Robert and Ernie.
Thank you, Disembodied Hot Girl Voice. This is Two Nerds and a Joke.
Yes.
With Robert and Ernie.
Yes.
And we have Bob Vader.
Bob Vader. Yes, he's our non-relation to any marketed character out there. He is unique and special to us alone. And,
Yes.
of course, he's our mascot going forward.
Moving forward until we're told not to.
Or we have somebody else instead.
Or ask
us
to stop.
Yeah. Season to Sizzler?
Yes.
We might get those. It's true. So today's episode is a classic type.
It's a classic. We've done this before. We've watched, episodes, movies.
Mm-hmm.
We've even, gone on location and, watched the movie and gave our
feedback on it. Yeah, so this is Two Nerds and a Show. It's still Two Nerds and a Joke, but we're basically going to sit here, watch a show. Today's episode is from a classic series, and this one was Ernie's picking, so he got the choice, and it is an X-Files episode.
This one has special meaning.
This one has special meaning. I have never...
The title of this one is The Lost Art of Forehead Sweat.
Season 11, Episode 4.
So this is the recent reboot.
Oh, this is the reboot?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't watched any of these. I mean,
Yes.
I remember the classics. Is it still with the two? Right?
Yeah, it's still Fox.
Is this live? I mean, or is this recent?
This is recent.
How recent is recent?
Maybe a year and a half.
Okay, so not that bad. Okay, so I'm not watching old X-Files. New, I haven't even seen these. Okay. Do I have to catch up?
Thankfully, this is what I like about the X-Files, is that every now and then they'll throw you an episode where you don't need to know the entire Fox and Mulder story. It's a standalone episode. And that's the one that we're going to watch today.
Okay, very cool, very cool. All right, so let's get started. If you're listening...
Get your popcorn.
Get your popcorn. If you're listening or watching, you can just put us in the background.
Yeah.
And then basically you can watch the show along with us, and we can be your unwanted commentary and snide
remarks. And, you can always use your preferred streaming.
Yes.
If you like to stream along.
Yes.
I'm using... Can I say it?
Yeah, well, I know.
Hulu.
We're using Hulu today.
Hulu.
In the background to watch this particular episode. So, Ernie, if you will.
I'm going to use my controller from a device that rhymes with Smony.
Well, you know what? They made Spider-Man, so I think we're okay.
All right.
Press the button, as they say.
Go.
And it does not.
You think I'm crazy?
Very.
But it's not me. It's the world.
So it's black and white.
The world's gone mad.
Is it black and white, or is it just
this part?
This is
These Martians have invaded, but...
So this takes place what, in the past, I'm assuming at this point?
What are you... Give it a chance.
I'm not giving it no chance, I'm just saying. So, do we ever really figure out if there were actually aliens on this show?
Yes. Yes, we do. We actually do in the... Probably like midway through the original series run. He actually runs into one. He's actually abducted by one.
Okay. It's been so long since I watched this.
Yeah, and then apparently the aliens were already here, which led to the first X-Files movie, which was just a very long X-Files episode.
Which is fine.
What?
So,
I just saw one. Where?
This guy's claiming that he's seeing aliens.
Everywhere. That's
And
funny.
That ain't a window.
This is
That
like
ain't a window.
Okay, 30s?
That's a mirror. It looks like the 1950s diner. So the guy says, I just saw an alien walk by in that window. He said, that's not a window.
That's a mirror.
That's a mirror.
That's interesting.
So now insert the spooky music.
Gotta love the spooky music.
And sure enough...
That's pretty funny.
What is this?
Is he delusional or is it real?
Oh,
we can find out.
Oh, look.
Go.
Joke.
The guy behind the counter is changing. He kind of reminds me of our friend that does LARPing.
He looks like
Looks like our
yeah, you know what it looks like? It looks like a vampire Vulcan.
Yeah.
It's a
So
vampire.
now you got the spooky music going on.
The classical
original classical theme.
But it's funny too because just because they're FBI doesn't mean they investigate aliens.
No. You see, what happened was this guy was a very good FBI profiler.
I'm surprised he's back in.
Yeah. And she's a doctor. The problem is that as a profiler, he was kind of going outside of the normal channels and investigating these other unsolved files.
I Gotcha.
Okay, alright, so now,
Modern day.
modern day color. You see,
I wonder if that was a T.
there's the X in the window from when he used to signal his contact.
Hello?
What is he wearing?
He's wearing a moss suit.
Why is he wearing a
How's
lawsuit?
squatching?
He was out squatching.
Bigfoot.
Oh, for God's sake. He's really kooky, isn't he? He's gotten worse.
That's not really the point.
He did get worse.
Well, remember, he's older now. He's in his later years. He's alone. Him and, you know, Scully broke up after the thing happened with their kid.
Right. That was from a movie too, right?
Yeah, that was from a movie.
Complicated versus you and the elements. Possibly a cryptozoological simian like Harry humanoid.
David Duchovny likes a lot of dialogue, I've noticed.
He did the Californication.
Yes, Californication lasted a long time,
Yeah.
but he wasn't doing a lot of talking. So now,
He's making his own. Is he Sasquatching by making it appear?
and Scully does the awesome thing like I do with you, Robert, is I tell you that I have to get going and I'm gone and you'll still be there talking.
Yeah.
See, you still got the X up there.
Yeah. Who did he signal?
Mr. X. That, he would put the X on the window, shine the light, and that would be the signal for the guy to come over and like tell him some other secret about like the alien
What happened to
conspiracy.
him?
He ended up dying.
No. Ah, the smoking man's still around.
Well, no, that was sunflower seeds that you saw there.
Sunflower seed? Is that a new man?
Well, you're gonna find out. This is usually where he met his contacts in the garage.
Mulder.
Here you go.
What garage is he?
No, I know you're surprised to see me.
I'm surprised to see you too.
Yeah, that last case. I've stumbled on the conspiracy. And all conspiracies.
So 2 guys so far with sweaty
He's
foreheads.
like, who are you?
Yeah, see, my question exactly.
They have already got me. How did you know how to contact me? Meet me here. It had to be someplace safe. They'd kill us if they had the chance. And who are they? They are why you don't remember. Why aren't people getting probed by aliens anymore? You used to know, but they made you forget. So that you wouldn't remember me. Look, what is this all about? There's no way for me to make you understand without me seeming like a crazy madman. It's a little late for that.
Yeah, he's already crazy man. He's at least gotten a little more cynical.
I think your Ryan is here.
Well, this is now.
The first Twilight Zone episode you first saw was The Lost Martian, right? You remember that? If I do. That Twilight Zone episode doesn't exist. It never did.
So you remember? He remembers seeing that episode, which is what we saw.
Right. Oh, that's what.
And he's saying, "Remember that Twilight Zone episode? Never happened." But we all know it was a Twilight Zone episode. Uh-oh. And now he's
people
gone.
disappeared. Ooh.
See, this Mulder, he's not so quick to believe.
Which is good.
Because he's older now.
Yeah.
And now he's fishing through all his VHS tapes.
Did he have the Twilight Zone? Is that
What
the
I
thing he
don't
collected?
understand is how this guy knew about your secret rendezvous scene.
Who cares about any of this, Billy? I can't find the lost Martian. When he said that episode of the Twilight Zone didn't exist, that's when I knew he was a crazy person. It's a classic. So I came over and I checked my box DVD set and it wasn't on there. I checked all my guidebooks, no mention of it. I searched online, nothing. So now I'm going through my tapes because I'm sure I recorded it at some point.
Well, maybe it's one of those other shows, like Outer Limits. Or
Ooh.
Twilight Zone was
The Outer
on.
Limits good point.
That was a good
You
show.
even know me.
The Outer.
I'm not going to be able to eat until I find this.
Oh,
The Outer Limits was always like the knockoff of
Can't
the
be
Twilight
that good
Zone.
of an
Yes.
episode.
It's not about the episode.
It's never about the
It's
episode.
about my memory of seeing my first Twilight Zone. It
This is
changed.
the first one.
You don't forget that. I was 8 years old. My parents let me stay.
I love it. 8-year-old body, 20-year-old.
With the Jiffy Pop popcorn.
Gotta love it.
Wait. What?
Gotta love it.
My name's not Buddy.
Like his mind was completely blown at an early age.
Love the giant head though. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Just that.
Whatever.
And then she left again.
Everybody keeps
Because
leaving on him.
it's nonsense. She knows when it's nonsense, so she just leaves.
Well,
Her eggs
unless
out.
his memory is being messed with.
Well, here you go. Now
Ah,
she sees
he's
the guy.
Same guy.
Are you that guy that met with Mulder last night?
She's got the Chinese food.
Ooh.
What gave it away, Skills?
Could go for some dumplings.
Oh,
You
man,
mentioned
so
the
good
poorhouse
choice.
one.
And he should help you find
Bologna noodles
I can go for some noodles.
Hey,
with the veggie
I've
cap.
actually been pretty good this week on the diet.
they're trying to erase me! Skulls! Look, I can prove it.
I'm armed.
Skulls. His skulls. What kind of nickname is that? They're trying to erase
He's
me.
pulling out,
Pepto-Bismol?
no, a box of,
Kool-Aid?
Where did you find this?
My fingerprints are on that box. Just probably real!
and now
Who are these
other
guys?
Yep, every time these guys appear, this guy takes off.
Okay.
And now those guys are gone. Now, she was just handed a box. We haven't seen what's the box.
Yeah, what is it? What is it? It is...
ABC gelatin. It's a
Gelatin.
box of gelatin.
Okay. This is
So
getting
let me
weirder and
clear
weirder.
this straight. When it cools, it forms into 3 different layers with 3 different textures, all from the same mix. How has this never been an X-File?
I have such wonderful memories associated with it. I remember my mom making it. I remember family vacations over the summer holidays and 4th of July, fireworks, America, God, love.
That's some Jell-O.
Just cherry flavor that lemon lime tastes like leprechaun tea. But I have literally been looking for this.
What the hell is leprechaun
Every
thing?
time I look for Grupo ABC, everyone says, no, you must be thinking about Jell-O 1, 2, 3.
It's the Mandela effect.
The Mandela
When
effect.
someone has a
What
memory,
are holes in this?
it's not shared by the
Remember this, the Mandela effect, and he's going to explain what it is.
For instance, there are some people that have a memory of seeing a movie called Shazam, starring Sinbad as
There's
hero
my-
rescue
there's my
machine.
connection.
Even after it's pointed out that they're probably thinking of a movie called Kazam, starring Shaquille O'Neal as a hero rescue machine, especially because a movie called Shazam was never made.
Huh.
See, everyone made that assumption when the new Shazam movie was coming out. They're like, wasn't that Shaquille O'Neal? And I always had to correct them. No, that's Kazam.
Isn't that false?
There was never a movie named Shazam.
But again, how does this
There's a TV show.
mystery
Yeah.
guy, whose fingerprints came up with nothing, how does he even know about these secrets?
So the fingerprints came up.
Asking yourself tonight. I
So he's
always-
mystery man with mystery products that never existed.
They existed in their lives. Like, they remember them.
Clearly wants you.
Planted
But
memories.
they don't exist whatsoever in the real world.
Alternate reality.
Let's see.
Oh. Where is this garage anyways? Did they ever actually tell you what
No, they
garage?
never say where the garage is.
It's freaking, we're meeting the garage.
Well, you figure this is DC or Virginia. Oh, look, there he is.
Oh, oh. What the heck?
He's telling them to come over. Little plug for Ford.
Yes, it's little. Those are some nice headlights.
I do like the new front ends of the Ford.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
So who are you?
I think my name is Reggie something.
I have to answer this.
You have to take the call. We'll be right back after these messages. And that's a seamless transition right there.
Seamless transition.
Seamless transition. I hope you got some popcorn because we are only 10 minutes in to the episode. 10 minutes, hold on, and 37 seconds so you can catch up if you haven't started.
Well, what do you think so far in the first 10 minutes?
The first 10 minutes, I mean, it's very classic X-Files, I think. I mean, it's you said, it's like one of those episodes where you don't have to know anything, and you can make a lot of fun of it. And I'm enjoying that.
There's no backstory to this, and
Yeah.
essentially it's a standalone where, like, if this was your very first X-Files you watch, you pretty much know who everybody is.
And I did see already, because in the episode, they're supposed to either show or say the line of the name of the episode. And this one is The Lost Art of the Forehead Sweat, and I've seen 2 bald men in the episode so far sweating. I mean, it's like somebody poured water on their heads. It's fantastic. Close-up shot of forehead sweat.
It's not
You can't go wrong.
Top Gun level sweat.
No, it's not
that
half-naked
bad.
beach volleyball sweat. It's
No.
not, real men sweat. It's okay, though.
It's manufactured sweat.
It's manufactured nerd sweat. It really is.
Yeah, it's nerd sweat.
awful nerd sweat. So we're going to continue on. 10:37 in. Press and play.
All right, I'm
Here
going to use
goes.
my controller that rhymes with phony.
Phony, yes. They made Spider-Man. It's awesome.
Revelations.
So we're still at the scene. Now we're
Now we're getting his
flashback.
story.
Oh, like we care about the nerd story.
Across a bunch of old things of mine she kept.
So he's talking about his memory nonsense.
To me is one of the fondest memories I have.
There's red chair.
But
When I looked more closely at the book's cover, well, that's when the Whistle Wuzzle blooper gloves really hit the fan.
The who?
Because Dr. Wuzzle's name was spelled different than how I remembered, not with 2 S's, but with 2 Z's.
So he's noticing a subtle difference,
The
and
Mandela
he's thinking that there's something going on in the world.
So the world's not, he's not crazy, the world is.
The world is, someone's doing something to everybody in the world.
So named because some people have a memory of hearing.
Now he's talking about the Mandela effect.
Died in the 80s while in prison, when in fact he died a free man in 2013.
What?
No. The Mingele effect.
The Mingele effect.
Mingele.
Most people have a memory of Joseph Mingele getting apprehended in Ohio in 1970, so it's the Mingele effect.
The Mandela effect is an internet meme for almost a decade. It's always been called that.
Wow.
See, now you get the older Scully,
Yeah.
the older
I should know
Mulder,
because of how I found out.
whereas before he would just be quick to believe it. He
Now
kind of
he's-
likes to poke holes in it.
Yes.
Historical
Oh, it's one of those drinking ducks, swan thingies with a hat. Gotta love those.
And his crazy straw. So he went to his local store, which has like a
Crazy
lot of
fan.
antiques.
Yes, a lot of old things.
I like that crazy straw.
That is a pretty sweet crazy
I
straw.
do have something over the political.
Should
change
adults
section.
really have crazy straws?
Nah, I given up on the crazy straws.
Yeah, I have one in my drawer. but I
It's too
got-
much work. Lawn darts. I had a set of lawn darts, which was like lawsuits waiting to happen.
See, this is kind of the place
Look,
where...
see? Walt Disney.
Damn it, you're wrong. Easy, easy. If you don't break something, use the evil Knievel doll. Make it more authentic.
Ah! That's funny.
No, I'm sorry. It's I remember his name being spelled in a different way. Oh boy. Sounds like somebody suffering from the Mingele effect.
Ah!
Now, he found out
called
about
the
it.
Mingele effect.
It
Nice.
doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, it does.
Trust me.
This is like arguing with Robert. It really is. This is my life with Robert.
Expert on the topic.
It all started a couple years ago. People coming in looking for some
What is he?
fondly
What has this guy been in before?
So
He looks
he,
familiar.
this guy is a character actor. He's
Yeah.
done some things.
Yeah, he's always played a little
No, I
crazy.
remember the logo being racist in a different way. It's like everybody's recall is just a little out of whack.
See,
Yeah,
everybody's recollection is just a little out of
I
whack.
think the
Yeah.
government knows about it.
And he says the government knows about it.
Well, to be fair, we know that human beings' memory is one of the most valuable things you can do.
This was
Oh,
being
look.
sold back in the 70s that it wasn't full of carcinogens. They know the truth about the Mingele effect.
So what he's saying
That's
is
when I
that
lost
these
my
products were
investigation.
made,
Right.
and they realized how
The Mingele
awful they
effect
were.
is being intentionally
So they
orchestrated
changed-
So they change your recollection of it just
The
slightly
civil
enough
rights
so
of
that you
Orwell.
forget
So
about
he
it.
who controls the
Mm.
past controls the future.
The ability to manipulate memory creates unlimited power.
Political,
Unlimited
economical,
power.
cultural,
It-
runs the gamut.
It's a
from
good
art house
point,
style to
but
Corporate product recognition.
how?
Corporate
companies who are
product
willing to pay
recollection.
anything, do anything to have people forget that their products explode on impact or suddenly catch fire.
See?
Companies like G spending billions.
You saw it?
Whoa, that
You
was...
saw it? That was the Mingele effect that just
Whoa.
happened.
What they're able to do is to figure out.
They did. That was
How they're
intentional.
doing it.
That's part of the show. Isn't that great?
hilarious.
So you just experienced the Mingele effect
In the show.
in the show.
That's meta.
It's the Mingele effect.
That's meta X-Files.
It's the Mingele effect, just say it.
Is simply people misremembering stuff.
So of course, there's the grounded
Yeah.
Scully.
This is actually evidence
Oh
of
wait,
parallel
Vader. Can you
universe.
see?
Yeah, he can't see it.
What?
So maybe these differences in collective memories are actually evidence of our universe somehow becoming intertwined with another, if not identical, then very
See,
similar.
now he goes with
People's
the-
memories are
with
correct,
the-
they're just
with the
remembering
Mulder
something
theories.
in another dimension. Hence the discrepancies. That's science, Scully.
Theoretical
Yes,
science
theoretical
at
science.
best.
Better than Hocus Pocus.
I'm not gonna do this parallel universe. I got
See,
it.
even the crazy guy doesn't believe Mulder.
Because that crap gives me a headache.
That's great.
Evil entity zapping people's brains with a hypno ray gun.
I never mentioned a hypno ray gun.
Guys, it's faulty
awful.
memory.
I told you.
Because
It's fun.
Occam's
It kind of
razor-
reminds me of our old days at work.
Yes.
Ozzy's razor.
Maybe in a
Ozzy's.
parallel
Instead of
universe,
Occam's
but
razor,
instead of
Ozzy's
another
razor.
universe,
Who the heck is
perhaps
Ozzy?
it's
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, I know, but really? You have to raise it up?
There are no parallel universes.
Since I'm the only one with any proof of this insidious
What
lie.
proof? You've yet to offer any proof.
Proof is in the fact that once I uncovered what they were up to, they turned the Mingele effect on me. Just it's my high school yearbook. I'm on caps, right? There is not a single picture of me
in here, anywhere. There's not any inscriptions for my classmates here. No, have a great summer, you were funny in math class, nothing. It's like I never even went to this school.
Maybe you did, but in a parallel universe.
Exactly.
Hey, almost got him there.
Remember our high school years with much accuracy.
Skulls, I wish this was about my own psychological issues. That way the memorabilia shop owner would still be alive. When I went back to tell him about the conspiracy to manipulate memory and to see if he had those little... Do you guys remember the little candies that were shaped like watermelon slices, but they taste like coconut? When I went back, they silenced him.
He has one right there.
Weird.
Look.
That's a lot of blood.
With
A
lawn dart
That's-
shoved in his throat.
That's when you know you cause trouble. When you get killed.
Look at that. Through the
What's a
head.
lawn dart?
That's a lawn dart.
It's this kid's game where you would try to throw these mini metallic javelins into the air onto these rings that you put on the lawn.
And they sold these to kids?
We were made of sterner stuff back then.
This is true. I had it said.
Sounds like an accidental death.
We all knew better not to stand around the circle.
No, that's what they want you to believe.
It's like a random thing for them to believe.
Sounds like you're right here.
Ah! Hey, there you go. He's
He
cool.
thinks I'm just some kind of conspiracy nut. You know what? A conspiracy nut is right twice a day. No, that's a broken clock.
No, that's
It still applies
It
because
still applies.
they want you to think all conspiracies are nutty, so you will ignore the ones that are true.
I kind of believe
Get
that.
from a fellow
Whoa!
nuts.
Is that again?
Okay?
Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna have to explain who they are.
Yes.
Keep on referring to this omnipresent, mysterious they to give intentionality to random events or external explanations for psychological ones, but there's no they there. Who is they?
That is a good point, though.
This guy. He is they.
How creepy is that?
That's
huh?
like a face shot or a studio
Oh,
shot.
here we go.
Story of a man named Bay, Dr. Thaddeus Q. Bay, a neuroscientist who has discovered a way to manipulate collective memory. Most people have never heard of him, or rather, they have, but he has manipulated their memories to make them forget that they ever have. While working on NASA's top-secret Operation Soy Bomb, involving future one-way space flights beyond our realm, Dr. They devised a technique to change specific memories, which would allow astronauts to complete their mission without being weighed down by thoughts of life back on Earth. However, Dr. They was fired for also making the astronauts think that they were chimpanzees. He perfected his research while at
This is
Forest
great.
University Hospital in Grenada.
This is like one of those
Applies his method for a
in
number of
Grenada.
unknown, mysterious clients. His
Mafia.
memory manipulations have run the gamut, from Holocaust denial to corporate product recognition to making people forget he himself once starred as an irrepressible genie in a movie called Kablam. Dr. Day heard of from
What
many
happened to
but
this show?
rumors swirl that he was at the last presidential inauguration.
The last
where,
presidential
amongst the
inauguration.
hundreds of millions
Look.
who attended, he was seen occupying the last remaining seat available. And as to his motivation,
He's on top of the Washington
Not
Monument
exactly
with the
his
MAGA hat.
we have no way of knowing. Or perhaps we once did, but have since been.
With, giving the thumbs up.
Oh,
It's
what
hilarious.
the hell was that?
Yeah.
The video was unbelievable.
You're unbelievable. Check out some of these comments. I think the editing could have been tighter. This jerk just said meh.
That's like
I
the
stumbled
comments
across
we
this on the
get.
dark net.
Meh.
I confirmed as much of it as I could, but I was only able to verify the most important part, the Grenada thing.
That was the most important part.
Tell me, little
Yeah.
Miss
Why did we go to war
Why
in
did we
Grenada?
invade Grenada?
When was that again?
It was a Marxist overthrow of the government, and Reagan was concerned about some U.S. students at a university hospital.
Okay, now you're just embarrassing yourself at this point.
That's really
Those were the official reasons, but no one really remembers the reasons. Not even me.
No.
I was there. I found this amongst my mom's stuff. I wrote it when I was in Grenada, when I was 18, to be read when I turned 50.
This guy's been everywhere.
To myself at age 50, always remember, and the rest of the letter's redacted.
It's
Who
redacted.
redacted it?
I think I did when I wrote it. It was meant as kind of a joke, but I mean, that kind of stuff was funny to me when I was a kid.
Okay, what is it?
That's kind of the most important part.
This is literally like arguing with Robert. But look, the
Grenada
snare.
UFO stand.
The Grenada UFO state.
The Prime Minister of Grenada once advocated in front of the UN for the creation of the Department of UFO Research. He issued these stamps to raise money for that effort. After he was deposed, he confessed that a UFO had crashed off their coast and a dead alien had been recovered from the waters.
Correct. Except for one detail.
It wasn't dead.
The alien wasn't dead.
Do.
Now, I was a med student.
There he is. He was
What
a
happened
med
to the
student.
show? This is not the X-Files.
Yes, look.
To save it.
No, but I'm saying this is like not the
Apparently,
format
the
I
alien had
remember.
been sent to
It
Earth
wasn't
and
this
warned about the holes in the
almost
ozone.
slapsticky.
One
Was
of the
it?
people would return in
It's not
35
bad, it's
years
just
to see
not
if they
what I
managed
remember it to be.
environmental-
It was so...
Now let's see if this looks familiar to you. See? It's the dude from
it's
It's-
this dude from the beginning. What are they doing?
He's doing
I only
tests.
caught glimpses of their conversation. The two of them talked, alien telepathically.
I will telepathically transfer to you all our knowledge of what you call the brain.
But that's when the invasion occurred, and the men from the government showed up.
Wait, what?
It's almost cornball. What happened to X-Files? Didn't it used to be serious? At some one point it was a serious
I
show.
don't know if I
Is it
trust
gotten
the memory
so
or
far
Dr.
meta
Vague
that it's
erased my
now
mind, but
making fun of
that
itself?
stamp.
But is it though? I mean,
Okay,
is it
so-
slapsticky? I mean, think
Now
about
the
the topic
aliens
they're
recovered
covering
memories?
here.
Well, it's pretty
I'm
slapstick.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Scully's out.
I'm out. I'm with her.
What you
And she's pretty cute still.
theoretically possible.
Scully's still got it.
Yeah, she's still got it.
She's still got it. That's a wig on her.
Really?
Yeah, she's blonde in real life. She says she's not going to dye her hair red anymore because it was
One thing I
falling
didn't
out.
forget was telepathic screams of that alien.
Oh, wait, what are you? Hey! Oh!
The voice! It's like...
That's he does voiceovers. That's the guy who did the voiceover for the Super Friends, I think.
I'm sure it was!
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. Oh,
That's right. We used to be partners!
yep, he used to be one of them. Dun, dun, dun.
Very crazy.
Listen.
Different
Wait, it's the intro again.
Bob
Wait,
Mulder, Dana Scully, and...
him.
Reggie something. I love it, Reggie something. They never...
And look, they just added him in. The truth is out there? Question mark. And look.
What?
Yeah, Mulder. Oh, hey, Reggie. What's up?
I got this really cool poster for the office, man.
And there's the I Want to Believe poster.
Sorry, nobody down here.
This is the intro.
I-
This
you
is
know
their
what?
first meeting.
I get it.
So he's responsible.
Hold on, sugar boobs. This is the X-Files. No women allowed.
Oh, there's that guy that was evil. He would eat.
So creepy.
He could make his.
world history.
Oh, it's him.
And then Columbus never discovers America. Man never lands on the moon. The U.S. never invades Grenada.
Wait. What's this about Grenada? Guys, if this turns out to be killer cats, I'm going to be very disappointed.
It was killing cats. Oh look.
She's their mother.
Wait. if
Yeah,
she's
that
not,
actually got
should
pulled
be
from
there.
TV.
Why? The cat mother?
No, that one. It was so horrifying.
Oh, really?
It got pulled from TV.
Nice. Good for them.
It was about incest.
Oh.
Oh,
Really? He broke up their kiss.
yep.
All
And
those
it was somebody
memories?
else.
You guys mean to tell me you don't remember any of that?
No, nobody remembers any of that.
So they just did a compilation of their greatest X-Files episodes
Yes.
ever,
And
and they
they
inserted
shoved
it.
They shove them in.
effect in action. Dr. Day is using it against us because he knows that we are the only team capable of stopping him.
There
Dr.
is no
Day.
Dr. Day.
Really? Well, tell that to his henchmen.
Uh-oh, here they come.
Insert henchman here.
Sent more of them.
And now a chase.
This time they chase. All that happens is just disappear.
Yeah.
This time,
FBI!
FBI.
wow.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? We're the other X-Files.
The legend that I've heard so much about.
would have already figured out who this guy was you've been talking to, and why we were asked to find out why you are. But I guess that's how things go. You start out a rebel, but then you get fat, and the next thing you know, you're in deep state. Sad.
They're basically calling him old and fat.
Yeah, basically.
Which he kind of put on some weight.
You put a few pounds on.
What do
You know who I am? I'm Fox Mulder. I was fighting the power and breaking conspiracies before you saw your first chemtrail, you punks. I'm Fox freaking Mulder, you punks.
Someone told me he didn't say freaking.
Fox Mulder!
So what's going on with Safari?
Now he's got the crazy man map.
The crazy
all
man
the
map.
strings,
Yeah.
pointing to the pictures.
He is a little chunkier than he used to be.
Yeah.
With the word soy bomb written on his chest, jumped on stage and started dancing like spaz. No official video of the incident exists. Didn't even happen.
There's the Unabomber.
7 years later, the band Eels releases a song, Whatever Happened to Soy Bomb, encoded message. Especially because the band's lead singer, the son of Hugh Everett III, who originated the many world interpretation.
This is
that
some
a
deep
right back to parallel
ass
universe that we
bullshit. Good lord, that is
It's
bored.
true, Scully. I've
If
watched
you watch
the
this
pod.
episode for no other reason than
Can't
bored,
find
I think you should watch
information.
what's bored.
There's a Reggie bar on
Too
there.
crazy for even my conspiratorial
Reggie Jackson
powers.
chocolate bar.
Maybe you just lost your taste, especially after all this birther stuff.
Oh.
Ooh.
Maybe it's just realizing the absurdity of an evil doctor named They.
Yes.
Oh.
Dr. They.
Dr. They. They did it.
They did it.
Mulder.
That makes sense now. All the theys are in.
Imagine if it was.
Where?
Mind blown?
No.
No.
Just kind of
There you
disappointing.
go.
It's like a cheesy hook.
Who's that?
Dr. They.
Ah! Nice.
Now this scene.
This is a creepy statue.
This scene is kind of meta.
Okay.
All right, so
Those are some weird ass
Look.
statues. Ha! That's fun.
told
He
you,
just hides
just-
in that statue.
He just popped out of nowhere.
Weird. These are
So
some creepy
Dr.
statues.
They, I presume?
Kids today don't even know what this means.
that's true.
Why should
The
they?
shame on
Once
you.
Shame on you.
Someone admitted doing something they were ashamed of. And you caught on tape for doing it. And you say, well, that was taken out of context.
Yes, but
Nah.
why are you shaming me?
Someone who spent his life seeking the truth behind every great conspiracy, and you're only now finding out about me?
Perhaps it just goes to show how good you are at hiding in the shadows.
Who's hiding? I'm in the phone book. But nobody knows what's a phone book anymore.
Ha!
I
What's
have
wrong with his eyes?
I know of you I got from a rather dubious online video.
Oh, did you like that? I made it. It's my new platform, Phony Fake News. It's a
Phony
presentation of
fake
real
news.
facts, but in a way that assures no one will believe any of it.
To what end?
The bitter end. Which is why, when I became aware that you were finally aware of me, I felt a professional courtesy to meet with you and to tell you this in person. You're dead. Oh, I cannot wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I meant your time, Agent Mulder. Your time has passed.
Okay, so what is or what was my time?
Well, there's a time when people of power thought that they could keep their secrets secret and were willing to do anything to keep it that way. But days are past, gone. We're now living in a post-cover-up, post-conspiracy age. And I no doubt the kids will come up with some catchphrase for it. Poco, something they'll say like.
So no more conspiracy.
Oh, that's so poco. That'll make you wish you really were dead.
As long as the truth gets out.
Well,
He's the best type of villain. When you think about it,
No longer knows what's
I think so.
the truth.
Why?
he was like, you know what? I'm the bad guy behind all this stuff. I'm the guy orchestrating this stuff.
There's
And
no
over here.
objective truth and objective reality.
So what? I mean, you take this Mandela effect. Well, in the old days, I would never have come out and admitted to you that yes, I can change people's collective memories. And that would have meant that I can control the past. And if that's true, well, as Orson Welles once said, he who controls the past controls the future.
It was George Orwell that said that.
For now, maybe. Anyway. I can tell you all of this right out in the open, because it doesn't matter who knows about it. They won't know whether to believe it or not.
There you go.
To be honest, I'm not believing any of it.
So there's no reason to have conspiracies, because even if you tell the truth, because we
No one will
created this,
believe it.
no one will believe it, because everything is fake news these days.
Yeah.
So you don't know what's real or
But
not.
he created real fake news.
Well,
Right.
it turns out you don't really have to. All you need is some people to think it's possible. And then you've sown the seeds of uncertainty. All you really need is a laptop.
So that's what this has all been about, the spread of online disinformation?
Maybe. You know, our current president once said something truly profound. He said, nobody knows for sure.
What was he referring to?
Doesn't matter.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. If nobody knows for sure, and it's no proof, then
And look, that's what I was saying is kind of meta. It's the,
yeah. Does it matter?
does it matter at the end of it all?
Yeah. It kind of defeats the whole point of the show, I guess.
They're poking fun at their own show, their whole premise.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of like,
Oh, more product placement for Ford, which I really like.
yeah, it's a nice
There's Reggie.
Friday poking. Oh, yeah. So it's got to
How the
be
hell did you get in here? Foxy? What did you find out from they?
Foxy.
I'm not exactly sure.
We called the other one Skulls.
Oh, God. What did they do to you? All right, that's exactly what they want you to think about everything.
First thing I need to do is find out who you are.
His name is Reginald Murgatroyd.
Reginald Murray.
Using your yearbook, I tracked down your high school transcripts. You only spent a few weeks there, and you didn't graduate, but after completing your GEDs, you enlisted in the Army and participated in the invasion of Grenada, where one of the resistance soldiers / construction workers hit you on the head with a shovel. You received medical assistance at the U.S. University Hospital there. After your stint in the military, you engaged in a series of bureaucratic jobs in various federal agencies, starting with the U.S. Postal Service.
Huh. He's a postal worker.
And
Imagine
the
this.
Internal Revenue Service.
He worked for the Postal Service, the IRS,
Yeah. I don't think they ever used it.
Exchange Commission.
the SEC, which he did nothing
And the
about.
Department of Justice,
And the
specifically the
DOJ.
Witness Protection Agency.
All right, Anthony, the meat grinder Mortallaro, one-time hitman for the mob. You are
Remember
now
him?
20 Jones real
He
estate
was in the
agent.
clip with
Yeah,
Dr.
and that's
Dave.
him too.
But after 9/11, you joined the CIA.
And then he joined the CIA, waterboarding.
It's the same office.
Yeah, same cubicles, looks like our cubicles.
And now to the Pentagon with the Department of Defense.
Now he's with the DOD.
Goes the dynamite.
There's the drone
I'm
strike.
literally the same office each time.
Not again. Well, time for lunch.
But your longest stint was at the NSA, the National
Oh,
Security.
NSA, listening to people.
Hey, Joey, did I ever tell you about the time I found a Sasquatch footprint in the mud?
He's listening to Fox and Mulder now.
35 years ago.
That's how he knows so much about
He
it.
was listening to
But kind of odd, right? For
Yeah.
a guy that never
Until about a year
finished
ago when
school,
He's
ended up in all those government jobs.
Yeah.
It's almost like Lee Harvey Oswald. Like,
Mm. Weird.
Perhaps it's merely the culmination of disillusionment of a man who simply wanted to spend his life in service of the country that he loved, but began to feel tormented by the idea that he was betraying his very ideals.
Mm.
So using information apparently gathered through illegal warrantless wiretaps,
Mm.
you escaped into a fantasy where you imagined that you joined a team that still did what America was meant to do, fight for truth and justice.
He's just a delusional nut job.
is he though?
Or from a parallel universe.
Ha! No, he's...
No.
No. You had your chance with that one. You're done.
And
Ah, the
here's
Looney-
what those guys were.
They were the Looney Bin. You know what it looks like? It looks like the Ghostbusters
I
car.
remember what I
Yeah.
said last time about if you want me to come on peacefully.
Oh, Mr. Murgatroyd, it demeans those.
No, it gives a touch of classicism.
Hey, he's putting on the
Straight
proverbial
Crazy
straight.
people used to be portrayed as thinking they're Napoleon.
He has a net?
That stop.
What the hell is a net for?
Don't you know the old...
Yeah, I know, but it's like, seriously? It's like, oh, you got me now.
There's a bunch of jokes right here.
Yeah, seriously.
Obviously, current mental health crisis don't use these things.
You know.
Our last case together. What happened?
Here's a question mark.
Found the truth is out there. I suddenly recalled the alien that Grenada's declaration that one of his kind would return to Earth 35 years later. Foxy's crazy intuition of the uncanny led him to figure out the location of the visitation. Scully drove.
Look how campy it is. They're driving a red convertible Mustang.
That's a nice CGI effect.
Yeah. That's actually a nice...
what I think it is.
It's from the Voyager.
What is it, a record?
Yeah.
Oh, that's our golden record?
The golden Voyager.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
That's
Voyager. What's left of it?
Oh, that's sad. Voyager. The question is, how big is this? That's the real question here. How big is?
I think it's to scale here.
Yeah, to scale.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Okay, I was hoping for a second they were tiny.
Greetings, Earthlings. I love this part because it's so campy.
Oh, this is awful.
It's so cheesy.
It is.
It
really is. It's hilarious, but it's like...
Wait. Even the noises. Why didn't it go all the way down?
Well, that's to prevent slips
Look,
and falls.
he's wearing Elvis clothes. And the noise on the hoverboard.
Oh, nice. Of course. Well,
I
why
love the noises.
Why?
I love that.
I come before you as a representative of the Intergalactic Union of Sentient Beings from all working universes and beyond. We have been observing your species for many what you call years. Our study is now complete. We no longer wish to have any further contact with you. We have returned your music sampler, but will no longer tolerate any further efforts on your part to venture beyond your realm. We are building a wall. It will be a beautiful, albeit invisible, electromagnetic wall that will subatomically incinerate any probes you attempt to send beyond your solar system. You're free to explore Uranus where you want. But we can't allow your kind to infiltrate the rest of the cosmos. You're not sending us your best people. You're bringing drugs. You're bringing crime. You're rapists. And some, I assume, are good people. But we have no choice. Believe me. For although the rest of the galaxies all have their share of these same problems, we fear you could infect us with the one trait that is unique to Earthlings. You lie. To show there are no hard feelings, we've compiled a compendium of answers to any questions you might still have regarding anything.
And he's entrusting the book to Fox Mulder.
All the answers. Truth is out.
Good luck.
Very
good riddance.
That is hilarious. He's going to build a wall. The aliens are building a wall.
There you go.
Great
He's
time.
getting back on his hoverboard while wearing his Elvis cape.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Where is it? Seriously? I mean...
Look, it's great. Watch.
Why? Well, you see, the last part of it...
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing.
Love it.
That's from Mork and Mindy, isn't it?
It's from a whole bunch of stuff. It's like the Flintstones, the Great Zoo.
Where did the hoverboard go?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this gone? That is.
But he found the truth. Finally.
That's the truth. We're not alone in the universe.
That is the ultimate truth.
Yeah.
But nobody likes us.
And they're not alone and nobody likes us.
There'll always be more X-Files.
No.
No, there won't.
They give us all the answers to everything. Even Sasquatch. No!
Poor
It's
Sasquatch.
not true! It can't be! Ah!
It's time to face the facts, guys.
We're done.
This is the end of the X-Files.
That's just sad.
But maybe the point wasn't to find the truth, but to find each other. For no matter where we go in our lives, we will always have the memories of our time together, and no one can take those away. or alter them in such a way to make us doubt that they actually happened.
I'm always.
It's awful. This is like cheese and crackers awful. This is hilarious. It never happened.
Or did it?
Or did it, yeah.
Lived happily ever after.
The dude's always sweaty, by the way.
Yeah. He has a lot of flop sweat going on there.
We'll be sure to come visit you, Reggie.
No, you won't.
No, you won't. His fault. Fox was like, yeah.
Spotnitz Sanitarium. I love that name. Spotnitz Sanitarium.
And off he goes into the wild blue. I'm like,
oh,
what the hell?
Hey, look who it is.
It really is the Ghostbusters vehicle.
It's Mitch.
Oh.
What the hell are they taking Reggie?
What are they taking Reggie?
He knows Reggie.
Wait, what?
Wait, what indeed? He found his episode.
He found it.
I see you found your lost episode.
Turns out it wasn't a Twilight Zone after all. It was a knockoff show called The Dusky Realm.
The Dusky Realm. Is that Twilight Zone?
The Dusky
Oh! And it ate the tape.
This is why you don't use VHS.
Couldn't find anything to set it
VHS. Not.
Bigfoot impressionism mold.
Oh, look, the Jello.
Wow. It's in the
This
shape
is-
of... Oh.
She used the mold from the Sasquatch.
That's adorable.
All right, let's see if it tastes the same.
First, it could be the lemon lime.
What does a leprechaun taste like? I think like stale beer.
Here you go, here you go, here you go. The first taste.
What?
She'd rather have her memories.
I want to remember how it was.
Aw, that doesn't... What?
I want to remember how it was.
Aw, I think...
See, it's about them.
It's about them. I don't get it, but sure. This is the stupidest thing ever. It's good.
This
Yeah.
is an all-time great episode
That
of the
was
X-Files.
really, really weird.
Say what you may.
So, okay, so explain this to me though. How does this fit in? Like the episodes before and after this, did they just kind of ignore this episode existed?
No.
Or does it relate back to you? Do they talk about Reggie again?
No, they don't ever talk about Reggie again.
Nice.
Because Dr. They.
Right. He makes them forget about him again.
He just changes it just enough.
That you don't remember Reggie.
You remember it, but you kind of question it. Kind of like things that you think about your childhood or memories, you know.
Well, I mean, and science has shown and proven, but time and time again, like they have that brain, was it Brain Games?
Yes.
TV show, have you ever watched that?
Yes.
The mind is completely screwed up.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it will make you believe all kinds of nonsense.
See things that aren't there.
Yeah.
Because your mind's constantly looking for patterns.
Yeah, so it's...
Like my job.
Yeah, right, yeah. But that's kind of interesting. I mean, I liked what it had to say. I thought it was hilarious. But it definitely was the lighter side of the episode than I've seen before.
Yeah, so...
It didn't take itself seriously at all.
No, this is probably, to me, probably the best written X-Files out there. I mean, they did show, like, their other ones, which made the X-Files the X-Files. Like,
Right.
you saw the creepy guy they were taking into his cell.
Right.
That was, like, literally 3 or 4 episodes.
Mm.
Ray Romano's dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was talking about, like, the butterfly effect.
Right.
You know, going back in time and just changing one little thing, and how that creates that domino effect.
Sure.
I believe that one was in relation to like the Kennedy assassination.
Right.
Which
is another thing. Is like, yeah, these are great theories, but I don't think they ever really proved anything in the show.
No.
They all were mundane answers or no answers.
No, I mean.
Which I guess was the excitement of the show in
Yeah.
and of itself.
I mean, the one where they were hunting that guy who they were taking into the cell, he's eternal.
In his mind, anyway.
Well, no, he's an eternal being. That apparently he hibernates for 75 years, and then when he wakes up, he has to consume the liver of a human to give himself enough sustenance to go back into hibernation again. So that way he can basically live forever. and like can manipulate his joints so that he can like slide through like that air conditioner vent.
Weird.
Yeah, it is.
Did they
very
actually
weird.
prove that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and in
So
the
there
jail
are
cell,
things-
he's like making like a cocoon for himself. At the end of that episode you saw,
Mm.
and then eventually you see him again.
Wow.
It is.
So they prove there's things out there.
Yes, that are
so-
unexplainable.
Right, that do exist. So that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. But-
The whole thing about the alien conspiracy.
Right.
You know, they proved that. You know, that it really wasn't a conspiracy. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
You know, you just.
And they will build a wall.
Yeah, and apparently the aliens know we're here.
Yeah.
And they don't
just-
like us.
They don't like us.
It's possible.
I
That's
wouldn't
the
argue
other
it.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, that maybe intelligent life is out there.
But they just don't care.
We're
We're the neighborhood they avoid.
It's kind of conceited to think that we're interesting.
Yes. Well, you know, we pal that space junk. They're like, yeah, those are the trashy neighbors with the crap in their lawn.
Yeah, thanks for sending us the music sampler.
Yeah.
Brought it back.
We don't like it.
We didn't like it.
This isn't music.
I think on there it was a gold disc because I remember when it
Actually,
launched.
they have a Netflix special
About it, right?
about the Voyager and the record. It's it was
Classical
talking about
music.
classical music, some rock from
Images.
the age, images. They have the naked man and woman on there, which is a huge, big controversy.
Yeah, because they wanted to show what we look like.
Yeah.
And they had a map on
Yes.
where we were in the solar
Basically, it was based off of pulsars.
Yeah.
So if you
And-
find the pulsars, we're here from these pulsars. Like, if they want to invade, now they can.
And then there was greetings, every language on the
Yes,
planet.
it's from the people who spoke the languages too.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else was on there? I can't think of what else was on there.
But that's a lot. It was a gold record and would basically be able to survive out there
'cause
forever. Basically.
Gold doesn't rust. It
Right.
also,
Well, it's also covered by something, covered by something, covered by something. It was
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 layers, and they even came with instructions on how to use the record.
you know what though? I wouldn't mind a copy of that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, right?
I would hang it up right here.
There's two of them in the existence.
Yeah.
And they're both out there.
I want a copy.
Yeah, you know. So, enjoyed the episode. I feel it was a good episode. Very funny, very entertaining. I hope you guys enjoyed us enjoying the episode.
Watching us watch the episode.
Which is, again, a classic.
And the unwanted commentary.
Yes, of course. I thought we did it.
You thought? Well, you know what? If not, we'll just have to make a love fact.
There you go. They'll never remember us being here.
You'll
remember
slightly
down,
remember,
yeah.
but it never really clicks all the way.
Yes. Well, we want to thank you guys. Love us, like us. YouTube, obviously, here. Facebook.
Tell us what you thought about Pod Vader.
Yes. Let's see if you tell us about Pod Vader, what you feel about him, and about the episode. And let us know if there's a show you want us to make the unwanted commentary to. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and, of course, all the other Tumblrs, Pinterest, etc. Please like and love us, and listen to our audio podcast wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Bernie, if you will.
Peace out.
Peace out, everybody. See you next time.
And that's another episode of Two Nerds and a Joke. Follow Robert and Ernie on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to their YouTube channel.